Okay, you're going to go to new blank, call it like, we're going to do level design to begin with. So let's call it level design. Let's go. This is your workspace. These are what's called your assets. Assets are things we can put into the game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys to create our first level. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on rooms in our asset browser. Now I'm going to double click on room 1. This is our level 1. You'll notice if I press down Control, I can zoom out with using the minus key and plus key on my keyboard. Practice doing that so you're comfortable. Zooming out by holding down Control and then the minus sign or the plus sign. Zoom in and out. So our game at the moment has nothing in it. Our level's got nothing in it. What I'm going to show you now is how to download some things we can put into the game. To start off with, we're going to design a dungeon crawler. So I'm going to do dungeon tile set free itch.io, and it's going to take me to this website. I'm going to click on top free game assets. Make sure it's free. I'm going to scroll down. So these are different types of levels we can design. I'm going to pick, and I would like you to pick, a top-down dungeon. So top-down dungeon is like what you see on the screen, where my mouse is right here. This is also a top-down dungeon, so you can see it like it's a helicopter looking downwards. This is a top-down dungeon, so I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to click on download now. It's then going to say pay. You're going to say no thank you. You might have something which is download not starting, and it might not download. If I click download, up here you can see it's downloaded, but for you it might not. So you might have to click on download not starting and follow the instructions. Once it's downloaded, I'm going to open up the folder. So you can go to your computer, you can go to downloads, and it'll be in there. You're going to right click on the file, and you can click on extract to dungeon tileset, or whatever this is for you. Once it's done that, you go scroll and find the folder what it's just made. It's going to be on your computer somewhere. There we go. So mine's right at the bottom, dungeon tileset. And this is what it looks like. It doesn't look like a dungeon, but that is because we need to build it into a dungeon. Now we need to put that tile set into our game. So I'm going to go to the asset browser and I'm going to scroll down until I see something which says sprites. I'm going to click on sprites, just like that. I'm then going to go back to my folder. I'm going to get the dungeon tile set. I'm going to drag it into the sprites folder, just like that. So these are all the little, so an asset, a tile, which is what we're going to be using, are like Lego pieces. So we're going to build our level like it's Lego. The next step is we're going to turn this into the Lego pieces. So I'm going to click on the tile set folder. I'm going to right click, create tile set. And I'm going to call this dungeon. It then asks us to select a sprite. So I'm going to click on it. Sprites, dungeon tile set. And what I'm going to do now is I can actually move these around. So I'm going to move this right in. I'm going to then use my fingers to drag across. And what I'm also going to do is click on this center fit. And what we're going to do is make sure that our tiles fit within the squares. So for example, look what happens if I was to do this. You can see that actually we've got too many, well, it fits within our little squares, but we can actually probably make it bigger So take, for example, this barrel. We can have this barrel as one square. So if I double it in size, so 16 and 16, in fact that's 2 squares still, which is okay, that's enough. We might want to make this a little bit bigger, so I might go to 32, 32. That's probably too big, so it's just playing about with it until I'm happy with the squares. In fact, it might even tell me on the website what the perfect square is. Okay, I'm going to leave it at 16 by 16. That looks good enough to me. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to X off, and I'm going to layout, reset layout. So I'm back to the beginning screen again. I'm going to go back into my level, my room, and I'm now going to create a new what's called tile layer. It says on the right hand side, no tile set, but I actually have now made my Lego pieces my tile set. So I'm going to click on that. I'm now going to center fit, and I can now start painting in my level. So watch. I'm going to put that there. This is going to become, I'm going to drag my mouse, this is going to become my back wall. I'm going to add that there. And let's have a wall there. And I'm going to curve it back up again. And let's have this there. And let's put this going down here. And we need a door. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to put it here. Now let's paint the floor on the inside. Oops, didn't need to do that, so let's undo. Oops, again, didn't mean to do that. I keep going too far. I'm now going to add a barrel. Let's add some banners. Let's make this wall seem a bit bigger. So I'm going to, actually on this side, that looks really bad actually. And then let's build a curve going up like that, and another curve like that. This is an absolutely poor dungeon, but never mind. Let's do some inner walls. We need to add a curve. That looks terrible. Let's do that. I'm just trying to do a good little curve up. Alright, if I did this, maybe. And oops. So again, I'm not by any stretch of the imagination that good at doing this. I need some practice as well. So if I was to run the game right now, there we have it. It's not that good, but I can work on it. There are other things you can be doing to make it better, but let's see who can actually design the best level.